Hello! We're back once again with a brand new episode of Games of Praise. This week we are in... Anyone recognise this place? It's very nice. It's very pretty. It's very French. Notre Dame in Paris. Or very close to. In celebration of France's extraordinary victory in the World Cup. Well done. Well deserved. Really well deserved. I did see that coming. Actually, I'm actually kind of happy that England didn't face that because it would have been a slaughter. But yeah, well done. Well done, France. Again. Did it in 98, again 20 years later. Fantastic. Well, enough football. We're here to play video games. And one particular video game. This is Auf Wiedersehen Monty on the ZX Spectrum 128. We thought internally, we had a bit of a chat about what game we should feature in this week's Games of Praise. We decided, let's have a look at a platform on the Spectrum that isn't Manic Miner or Jet Set Willy. So we put the poll up as we do every week, and then, you know, this won by a massive majority. Not everything else didn't come close to this. So yeah, now also a bit of apologies for the fan sound. It's very, very hot and I need the fan, otherwise if I don't have the fan I will actually melt. That might be quite amusing for you to watch, but you know, it's not. You don't want that. No one wants that. So what is this game? It's a platform game. We're running at 128, hence the music. You can hear the music. You can see Monty Mole breakdancing at the top of the screen. He's having a bit of a dance. So it's fully souped up. I'm playing it on my Plus 2. My ZX Spectrum Plus 2A, no less. And that's fine. It's fine. It hasn't got the greatest sound output, but there it is. I was going to do my bread bin, but I've had problems. Not bread bin, sorry. Heresy! What did I say? Toast rack. ZX Spectrum 128. But I need amplifier, sound amplifier to come out of it, which I haven't really figured out yet. So let's stick with the Plus 2. Could go on my Plus 3, but hey, I'm just showing off now. So if you follow me, me and Retro Asylum on Twitter, I'm sure you do. If you don't, you should. There's lots of great things happening there. I revealed that I went to the London Game Market, which is a thing that happens every 6 months or so, maybe every quarter. I don't know. I lose track. And it's a game market where you can buy old retro stuff. Typically, there's some board game stuff there. There used to be a lot of board game stuff there, but that's kind of petered out. I don't know why, but it has. But anyway, why am I talking about that? Well, I popped along there in the hope that I'll get another video controller, which I was looking for, and lo and behold, I found it. This is the QuickShot Maverick 1M. M for microswitch, and these joysticks are basically with the latter generation of the quick shots before they died a death eventually. Yeah, this is extraordinary controller. It has two buttons which are unique to each other, yeah, and they have two. You can plug them into two ports, and you can then have, you know, you can then switch over between one player and two player and all sorts of shenanigans. So you're going to hear lots of clicking, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, but you're kind of used to it, right? Yeah, it's alright. It's just but yeah, it's an extraordinary controller, as you can see. It's got, like I said, and it's got a switch on the back. Well, it's got a little key thing on the back. But on the front, it's like A, B, C, and D, and there's different computers you can use. I have an MSX, and it does support, and MSXs do support two buttons, not just one. And some MSX games do need you to have a second button, which is somewhat frustrating. So now I've got a joystick that actually has two, and it's a really good joystick. It's a fun. So I'm going to be playing this game with this joystick. What is this game? It's released in 1987. And I'm going to go to my Oracle, known as my phone, and I'm going to just talk a little bit about this game, as in Oracle, that is Wikipedia, which has to be right. Right? Okay. Come out, as I said, in 1987 for the following platforms: Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum on the 48K and 128. We're playing 128 version. Amstrad CPC, MSX, and Commodore 16, oddly enough. It was developed by Peter Harrop and Sean Hollingworth. You can see their names sort of scrolling by. There he is. P. Harrop, which is Peter, and S. Hollingworth, which is Sean Hollingworth. And C. Kerry and C. Dooley, apparently, and G. Holmes. They did the graphics, but they're not mentioned here. The music is done by Ben Dalglish for the 128 version, which I can turn the music on and off. I will not turn it off because that's one of the strengths of this particular port of the game. I had to hunt this down, unfortunately. I thought I had it. Turns out I didn't, so I had to hunt it down, and that's great for you. So this is the fourth game in the trilogy. I love that joke. Never ceases to be funny. So the first game is it's a Monty series. So you've got Monty is Innocent, Monty on the Run, and Wanted Monty Mole. It's like a character. The final game is written here. This is Auf Wiedersehen. I think it's final. Yeah, it's the fourth in the trilogy. And there's not much to this game, at least on the outset. So I'm just going to start off. So here we go. Here's the screen. You can see. Let's talk a bit about the screen. There's all sorts of music. So you start off in Gibraltar on the run because Monty needs to buy an island in Greece before he can finally retire and go run away from the authorities that have been chasing him across the world for many years, most of the 80s. Alright, 5 years, whatever, shut up. So here is Monty. He's moving back, a little grey fellow there, and he's a mole, of course. Don't know why, but that's a thing. He can move left and right. He can't shoot or do anything exotic, but he can walk over things, some things, and then pick them up. Everything that's moving, pretty much, is toxic to him. If he touches it, he dies immediately. So you can climb a little rope like this. You can see. Again, you can hear the clicking. There it is. That's the joystick going. And I've only just got this joystick, so if you see me sort of ineptly sort of doing very badly, I mean that's pretty typical for me because I'm very bad at video games. Although I love them very dearly. I've just only got hold of this joystick and I'm just getting used to it, and the action's pretty loose, but it's very arcade-like. It feels like a proper arcade stick, so that's basically why I got it, to have like a proper arcade-like controller. So what I'm trying to do, see the EC thing? See that? It's a traveller's check, as was. Traveller's checks were a thing in the 80s. They don't exist anymore. You used to have to pay in, get the money. Sort of, it's not actual money, but you could trade in traveller's checks at various places, and you get the local currency. It's not a thing anymore. You just have a credit card now. And then I died. So what you just saw there is a cheap death. Cheap deaths are very common in this game. Very common. You're going to see a lot of that during this show. Enjoy at my expense. So I will try that again. So it's all in the timing. So everything's in the timing, and this game is very much like that, very much of that ilk. But it is a very late generation. Another cheap death you saw there, and another cheap death there. Great stuff. So you see the little piston that just killed me? That was again. And you might have heard a little sample speech there as it kicked in. You might have heard that. I'm not sure what that was about. Cheap deaths. Amazing! Do you know I fought and hard to get this? This game is just so difficult. But it's very late generation Spectrum. Very late. It's like 1987, which is 5 years after the Spectrum came out. The 16 bits have made their presence felt. The Sega Master System has just arrived. It's in that environment, so they're putting a case against, you know, they're pushing themselves up against some very advanced pieces of hardware. But I wanted to take a moment to look at what we got here. We've got these two bouncing things, these creatures, lots of very, very large sprites. Very large sprites. We've got its pistons, we've got sort of dipple effect. It's, yeah, things are happening. And this is all on the 48K version as well. The only major difference between this and the 128 version, 48K, is the music and the sound. Anyway, so bit of a pro tip if you've played this before, or if you haven't played it, want to play it. See that one that Traveller's checked down in the bottom left-hand corner there. Don't try to pick it up. Don't. If you do, you will be stuck there and dead. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, kids. Just say no. So I'm going to go up here. Similarly, the one above here, that one over to the right, can't get that one either. Don't bother. Tried it. It's pointless. There might be a way. I can't be bothered. I don't care. So now I'm going to start jumping up. You can only do this in certain levels, but anyway. So I'm going to get. So air. What's the air thing? This is a Travellers. This is a train ticket. Train ticket. Plane ticket to various other parts of the world. Apparently. Don't know what it's about. But again, I want you to marvel at this a little bit. The amount of stuff that's going on, whether it's chucking around the screen, it's really fluid, moves a lot. There's no flickering. There really isn't. At least I'm not detecting it. And the colour clash is pretty minimal. I mean, this is a real triumph. It really is. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. I could go up there. I will eventually go up there, hopefully, provided I'm not dead. I'm going to drop down here and drop down there. Now, you see these little question marks, these upside down question marks? They're not, they're hooks. And what you can do is just go up and then you go upside down. And you see this little man there. And he's really annoying. So you've got to time it just right. But I don't know how to time it. I did it! Sometimes I even surprise myself. So I don't know what to do now because I'm kind of panicking. It's that big bouncy sort of. I want to get onto the upper platform, but I don't think I'm going to manage. Oh, I did! How did I do that? How am I doing this? How am I doing this? It's very strange. It is a bit difficult to determine where you can jump. Anyway, let's go up here. But why is he up here? I must be always jumping on these things. Yeah. I think my joystick might have gone crazy. Hang on. No, I haven't. No, it was just a thing. So you can't get hurt by spikes and stuff from pointing down and stuff like that. You can't get hurt by things like that. But now with this, no idea what to do. How on earth can you get by? You look very closely. I think you're meant to get to the top here. No, yeah. So we just try it anyway. This game is all about cheap deaths, and there's game over. A common thing you'll see in this game. Oh God, it's pain. But you know, this is why we do these things. This is why we play it. So was the auto fire on? I don't think it was. I'm fairly certain it was off. Yeah, because there's lots of buttons and switches there, lots of things. Oddly enough, B button is the fire button. Don't know why, but there it is. I've only got one of the things plugged in as well. There's two cables, only one of them, because If it's a one-player game, yeah, it's a single-player game. So. Now I went on YouTube to find out, you know, what's the ultimate way to do this, to play this game. That isn't the ultimate way. I haven't died yet though. Give me that. Give me that. That piston is vicious. Can't get that easy. I'm not able to get it now. It's gone. Gone. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. Let's pick this up. There you go. High score is 807 apparently. That's my high score. Remember what I said? Ignore the one on the right and the left, because one on the right can't be got. It's more trouble than it's worth. One down there, try to go down there, you will get trapped and it's over. Game over. So. Got my train ticket. Plane ticket. Right, I'm going to go up here this time. Some weird stuff going on with this. So by the way, if you see the pink bottles, got a little X on them, that's beer and alcohol and stuff. You can actually get drunk. I did it again. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's got out of control now. He's drunk, so I've just got to wait for him to stop being drunk. There you go. He stopped being drunk now. So all these little things. I don't know what happened there. I think I landed on that thing that I'm not supposed to land on, which I didn't know about. There you go. I got my tickets. So. There's no fall damage as well, so I'm just do this and I don't get hurt. So this one's a bit of a pain in the ass. This I think is a tribute to one of the most famous levels in platform gaming history. That is the Banyan Tree. The Banyan Tree in Jet Set Willy is notoriously bad and evil and horrible, and is not something I was to recollect, but it's a thing that exists. Oh. Yes, it's a horrible, horrible level, and not dissimilar to this one, really, because it's pretty horrible too. But no! This game's all about cheap deaths, everyone. So I've got a life. I'm not sure if there's anything beyond this screen. No, there isn't. No. I thought there was, but it's not. Don't I get down there? Oh yeah. Don't like the flying hamburger. Not sure it's supposed to represent, but it's there. So I think I'm going to head back down again. Yeah. Hello. Let's head back down. I think it says moon pig. Why does it say moon pig? I don't know. That's very strange. So, one of the things I do like playing on my Spectrum is the video output is just astonishingly great. It's really similar to the Amstrad, although I can't get the same for the C64. Anyone know out there who can actually improve video output on my C64? That'd be great. Anyway. Yeah, that was cheap death. One thing that really does grind my gears about this game is the cheap deaths, like those two. But I did get a little further on than last time. I am getting better, as they said in Monty Python. So that's 75 points. Let's get this over and done with. So a lot of our viewers and listeners and audience basically said, "Oh, we played this game." Look, I mean, their own Dean Swain said he played this for many an hour, apparently, while I was fiddling around with my Atari ST back in '87, because that's when I bought my ST and my Sega Master System as well. I just did it again, didn't I? What's the definition of madness? No, I did that again. I can't get that one. I did once, but it just doesn't want to know. No, I can't get down there. Ah, well, it is not to be. Mitsuyama, you're right. Did I just lose a life? I think I did. Damn it. Distracted me. Hello, welcome to the chat and the stream. I thought I didn't like my Sega Master System. I didn't. You're right, I didn't. Didn't stop me from being distracted. I mean, it did distract me for a period till I eventually sold it. I've now got another one. I bought one back, because of course I did. But yeah, I didn't. But I had an Atari ST, and I didn't have a Spectrum or an Amstrad. I left all the 8-bits behind back in '87. I remember the incident well. Sold all my games, everything. Sold it all. Just threw it all away. Actually, shall I do this again? Let's do this again. I can't now. Well, I can, but it's more trouble than it's worth. But the eye is a bit of annoying. So one thing that did bother me about Monty Mole games is how Monty jumps. I'm here again. Nice. Gotta love those cheap deaths. Gotta love them. 31 years old this game is. There are footballers who retire at this age. Saying. It's true. Think on that for a moment. This game is as old as retired footballers. Don't know where they come from. Yeah, I can't jump over him. I'm missing a trick here. I mean, the thing about this game is you've got to know what Monty can do in his projectile for jumping. Okay, so that's the lowest I can go on there. No! Thought I made it! I'm not doing this anymore. No, just no. So what's this about? So you keep on jumping when you're on here. I wonder why. No. We got that. Is there anything through here? No, no. Yeah. Don't know what to do around here. Let's go down here. See if I can. Well, I'm gonna. Well, I found out a new place. There's a little dude there with the thing. Well, who's the man in the green? Look, he's just doing this. What's that about? There you go. Managed to survive that. Ha! This game's all about cheap deaths. It's all about cheap deaths. But I'm finding new areas. This is cool. Okay. Yeah, Monty's weird projectile of... I will not die at this screen. No. It's embarrassing. I just did! Just... Honestly. Oh, come on! I just want to get the one on the left. Fine! That was a bad turn. No! Just... Really? Oh, that's right. I can't get that one. Definitely sounds like Moon Pig. No! He's still drunk! There you go. He's not drunk anymore. Right. Almost. And I've got a life back. Okay, let's wait for the alcohol to go. Ah! Never mind. Money. Almost got across. It's cheap deaths. It's just, that's what really aggravates me about the game, is the amount of cheap deaths you have. It's really annoying. Anyway. Moon pig. Again with the moon pig. Let's go up here. Okay. What's through here? That was a cheap death. Again, I don't want cheap deaths. So you get electric shocks when you stand on these things, so it sort of makes, it stops you, but it doesn't kill you. It's interesting. Okay. These effects are quite. So over there's a an item. Okay, so the controls are reversed now. They're back. Oh! I got the cape and I got run over by a bull. Very strange. Anyway. Oh, we've got some more people on. Hello! Watch me marvel at my ineptitude of playing video games. This is games of praise. Where it? So, just gonna jump there. So the colour clash is still there, but it's really very well handled. It's very subtle. It's not in your face. Another cheap death by yours truly. You'd think by now I would have figured this bit out. But no. Must be really frustrating to watch. It's nowhere near as frustrating as to play though. Anyway, gotta say, it's not often you get someone streaming a Spectrum game on Twitch. I'm just saying, it's not a common thing. It's normally NES or SNES or Mega Drive. Not a lot of Spectrum stuff out there. It's probably for good reason. No, it's not true. I am liking this joystick though. Another thing, I'm being crippled by using this joystick. I could go for my. Oh, it's behind me. It's in the back of the pews. The other joystick. It is. We are in Paris, in Notre Dame. We are definitely, absolutely. How could you doubt this? I'm liking this joystick. It's good. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I'm just trying to explore now, for the sake of you guys, because I know you're sick and tired of seeing the same stuff. So I'm gonna do lots of exploring in different screens as best I can. I'm not going for points here. This game is so much about cheap deaths. Again, another one. And another one. What am I doing? Oh! Right. I knew this was going to happen. You're going to see the start screen a lot. When we decide to go for these games, we say, yeah, let's do a platformer. I said, oh, please don't. But no, I'm taking it for the... Oh, for God's sake. You know, normally I get better at these games. Normally I get better, right? So I'm talking to the chat. The chat's over there. They're over there. Not sorry, they're over there. Look, you can't see them. But normally I get better. But you know, I don't think that's me demonstrating the improvements in this particular episode, and I apologise for that. Oh, what am I doing? That was just a waste of a life. Yeah. Oh! That was more luck than judgment. I don't know where this leads. Let's go. In theory, you'd think you'd be able to get through there, really. You can't. See? That's the thing that really bothers me about Monty Mole is how he jumps. It's like... No! It just almost makes it. What is over there? There's just beers. There's no point in... What am I doing? What? Oh! This must be... Yeah. Right, let's continue. Let's continue, as we always do. But no, I did watch a walkthrough of this. It was very impressive. And I didn't memorise most of the things that he did. But it was an impressive sight. Nope. It's weird that you can't jump from that platform. Just can't do it. I tried. Just can't do it. Maybe I'm just sort of, you know, mistiming the joystick and things. I don't know. There's no point going up there. We've already established that. We've been up there before, haven't we? It doesn't work. It just simply doesn't work. We can get that. Okay, we can get that. But everything else is... It looks like a man behind a desk. Doesn't it? I'm not sure what that is. There's no secret room in or anything like that. Yeah. Strange. Strange! Well. I'm just going to die anyway. Yeah, I think I'm an infinite loop of death now. I'm not, no. I'm going to go down here. What's below? Oh. You almost got me. Something different. Oh, I've been here before. I've been here before. Oh yeah. Don't get the cape. Pro tip, everyone, see the cape on the far right hand side? Don't get that, because you get run over by a bull. Not sure why. I think because they're in Spain or something. It's strange. What's that here? Oh, I know. Yeah. While I'm here, you know, sort of landed on me. Doo-doo-doo. So I completely avoided the conveyor belt. What's this? Looks like a football or maybe a life-saving ring. I'm going to go with the football. Right. How do I get back? Because that's no good to me, is it? Look. Now I'm on drugs. And stop him. He's back. Weirdest game ever. What happened there? Did I lose a life? What happened? I'm confused. Okay. See, how are you supposed to know when to time it? Do it there. Suppose you just like, no, bad idea. When he's further away, then. Yep, when he's furthest away. How are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know? More Moonpeak stuff. I just... Oh, come on! I don't know why he died, but he did. I couldn't tell you why he died. I remember I died quite badly because of against this thing, so let's think about this. See, I'm getting better. I am every time, every stream, I get better. Greed! I was going to find a new area. I was going to find a new place. What happens? Greed. I'm overcome by greed. Never mind. Let's continue. As we do. I really want to get that traveller's check. I really do. No, can't do it. Can't be done, everyone. Can't be done. Call me wrong. Come on, let's get to somewhere interesting. Right. See if I can get to that frozen mountain again. Cheap death again. For pity's sake! Right. Oh no, I did this, didn't I? I managed to get past this. Right, I'm not going for that. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm just going to find the new rooms because this is what you want, right? You want to see the new stuff, the new. Want to explore? Well, that's what I do. Anyway, shut up. We're in France now. See, look, it's in Toulouse. This is no doubt in the midst of a massive celebration of after winning the World Cup again. See, some of these are really easy to get hold of. Wait, does anyone recognise this screen? Does anyone recognise it? Yeah, we've been here, but on the other side. This is a game that needs a map. It needs a map. I should have had a map, but I don't. Yeah, I can't go up. No, that's it. That's it. That's all you got. Okay. Honestly, the way he jumps just drives me around the twist. Moon pig! More moon pig! So... yeah, it's I did die. I did die. I would point out this isn't my highest score. It's far from my highest score. It really is. But ooh, disintegrating thingies. We like those. It's always pleasing to watch. Video games! Did I just bellow video games? I think I just did. I'm sorry. There's no call for that, was there? See what can I get up there or no? Okay. Cheap death climb, in it comes. Ah! What was that? It's just not. It's not pleasant. There we go. See, his leaping is like, it's just, it kind of like leaps into the air in forward motion. It's sort of, yeah, I've never got on with it. Oh, we've got about 5 minutes left, I think. What's that? Looks like some popcorn. Yeah, I can't go over there. Oh, let's do this. Oh, got it. Can't seem to get over there. So I think so. So look. No, I reckon I have to get over there through several screens. Oh, this again, a common theme with these streams is I discover hidden depths of game that I didn't know existed, and yeah, and it just goes on and on. I think I'm going to leave it there. You know, we could carry on playing, but I think it's probably best if I leave it there, because I'll just end up. I've only got about 5 minutes left now, and you know, that 5 minutes will take up seeing those same screens again. I don't think you want to see that again, but there's something to this game after all. I wasn't. I was a bit dubious, but looking at the animation and the fluidity of everything, and there's more to this. Again, and the smooth scrolling and everything. You see all the movement you can see on the screen. It's good. It's good. I'm happy I played it. I'm happy you voted for it. I'm good I'm exposed myself to this game. So thank you. So next week we will put a poll up. Well, this evening we'll put a poll up as you're watching this, and you'll vote for the next game. Juggling about what it's going to be. Probably going to be a later generation game. Got some ideas about what we're going to try and do, but just think of the word isometric and just leave it at that. Yeah. So, in the meantime, thank you again very much for watching. It's always without you, we wouldn't do this at all. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Games of Praise, featuring a game probably on a 16-bit platform. You'll see. So, in the meantime, do take care, and we'll be back next week.